The next thing we can look at after doing the deliver map is the schedule. And we're still in the activity identify and plan the deliverables. So I just want to go over a couple of things before we get started. So first thing is this can be done after the deliverable map, or maybe you decide to do the requirements first. So go into each deliverable and do the requirements. So in this exercise, I will do the schedule next, so you can see this happening now, but it could be done in parallel. Remember as well that the project duration is for 3 months. So we decided that, or we noted that down at the very beginning of the project, and that information is known to us. And we got that from the business case or expected cost and duration information, which is in the project description. You see, duration for 3 months. Now, how are we going to use or to do the schedule? Are we going to use a Gantt chart, or are we going to use a Kanban board? Well, this is a kind of a simple project, so I will use a Kanban board because it's quite easy to do it, but I could use a Gantt chart as well. But for the purpose of this exercise, I will use a Kanban board, and it will have this layout. It will have project documents, then the deliverables for month 1, the deliverables for month 2, and month 3, and so on, okay? So this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to take the deliverables from the deliverable map, and I'm going to add them to this Kanban board. All right, so let's start with this. This is the project board which we're going to use. It's actually based in Trello. So let me introduce you to this. Here on the left-hand side, we have our project documents, our deliverable map, and then what we will do in month 1, month 2, and month 3. It's going to be a 3-month project, so we can put the deliverables like so. That'll be our basic schedule. It's basic, but it's still very good. So let's click on these. This is the project description. It's the exact same information which you've seen already early in this video, just in text format. This is the business case. It's just this information which is taken from the project description, which includes the estimated cost, our return on investment time, and the project duration information. Here we have a link to the follow-up register. This will be on a Google Drive, so if I click on here, it'll open up. But we will look at that later, so I'm not going to go into that right now. And here then I have an overview of who's who, the project team and stakeholders. Again, that's from the project description as well. I've just put that information into here. Okay, so that's it. And if we have other project documents, they can be added down here as well. So for example, the health overview of the project. Here then on our deliverable map, sometimes this is called the backlog. It's the agile name, so I've left that name there. I've got 2 examples of descriptions. We'll look at these later as well. And then we have an example of an empty one, which is like a template. So see that as a template. So what we're going to do now, well, our whole idea is to create a schedule from this information here. So how can we copy this information and bring it into a kind of a schedule? So that's what I'm going to show you right now. So this is the deliverable map, which we have done. It's like a mind map, or it is in a mind map actually, but this is our deliverable map. So we're going to export this out to a text file. If you click on here, you have a couple, you can download it to PDF file, an image, a Visio flowchart, and actually an file, which is a mind map file, which you can import directly into some applications. But I'm going to use a plain text outlines, okay? So I'm going to click on this. And this is the text file that shows up. You see here we have exam simulator. So that's the information that's in here. We have modules, that's the branch name. And then we have website, content is here. And then website, of course, must be over here. Okay, so we're just interested in the deliverable names. That's the most important thing for us. So what I can do is I can actually delete all of that, the header names, and just leave this, or I can just copy that information that's there. Okay, now I'll go back into here, and then I'm going to add a new card, and then post that information, or paste it, information in. And now what happens when I click on add? I've got all my 5 deliverables there underneath modules. So I'm going to click on add, and it says, do you want to create 5 extra cards? And I'm going to go, yeah, sure. Okay, so click on here, and now it creates the 5 cards. And now we can think about moving these one at a time to the different months when we think we're going to actually do the work. Okay, so let's do that next. So let's start with Facebook Register module installed. So this is the one where we allow people to use their Facebook account to register on the site. And we'll probably have to do that almost at the very beginning or in the first or second one. So let's put it here for now. We can modify it later. PayPal module installed. Yeah, let's put that here for now and see, can we do it? PayPal contract done, PayPal. That would definitely be at the very beginning. We have got to make sure that's there. Okay, actually no, let's move that over to here because we don't need to do it until we actually go live. So let's put that there. Then we have the exam simulator module installed. That's something we want to test very soon. So I would put that here for now just to make sure that it's done correctly. Online module installed. Okay, that's the online chat. So you see my naming is not good here. So I'm going to, and this happens as well, you will change the names quite a lot. So I'm going to put that there, online chat module installed. And that can go at the very end because it's kind of an add-on and it doesn't really relate to the other ones. And now I've got to go back to my chart or go back in here and change the name of this as well. Okay, so that's a good example how this is never finished. You're always kind of updating this. So that's that done. We have now those 4 items mentioned. I'm going to move this because it's not needed anymore. I'll leave these 2 because we can use them as examples later. Okay, so that's our current schedule. Then we go back to the file. Let's say we go back to the text file. And now I'm going to bring in these. Control C for copying it in. Then I go back and I go back into this one here. I click here, Control V, create cards and create 10 cards. Okay, now again I have to move these from here over to here, and that's what we're doing with the schedule. So WordPress theme, that's something we have to do at the very beginning, okay? Choose our WordPress theme. So let's put that up here. WordPress theme configured. That'll be one of the first things we do before we start installing anything is basic configuration. So I'm going to put that there. Then hosting contract signed. Let's say we'll do that at the beginning because yeah, we need this. Okay, so it could be done later, but let's put it at the beginning. So now you see that I can filling up this here. Maybe we have to break up month 1 into 2 months. Marketing content added. So let me just give that more meaning. Okay, see, I like to use shorthand all the time, but sometimes it just makes life a little bit difficult. So let's put it like that, marketing content added. So that's basically towards before we go live. So that could be done in month 2 or month 3. Let's put that here for now. Google Analytics configured. Let's put that at the very end. It could be done anytime actually after the website is up and running. The Q&A uploaded and the 300 Q&As. So we have, I should do that at the beginning of this month. So I'm going to put that up here like so. Lessons purchase page added. So this is where students can book lessons. So I'm going to change that to an S. It has a different, it explains better what it is. Change the text here, copy this text. Now, when do we have to do that? We can add the lessons purchase page here, let's say in month 3. Then post results on Facebook, done. So that's where we allow people to post the results after using the exam simulator. We'll have to put that here as well because we cannot really test it until after the test Q&A has been uploaded and the real Q&A. Then we have website tested. That should be website fully tested. Let's say we get it fully tested. Give it more meaning, and we'll put that over here as well. Okay, so that's how it looks for the moment. So we just copy these ones from here, Control C, go back into here, click on Control V, create 4 separate cards, and now I can add these onto here. So 300 Q&A checked. That'll be done at the very beginning because we have these already. We just want someone to check them. So let's put that in this month. We can do that at the beginning. So let's do that here. Then we have marketing images gathered. Yeah, we're mostly using the same information from our existing website. So why not? Maybe we have to see if we want other ones. Let's put that into here because it's a soft requirement. Marketing text decided. Yeah, that would be easy for us to do. Then we have a video to show people how to use the exam simulator. We cannot really use that until these two are up and running. So it has to be done after that and maybe after the website is tested. So let me put that there. And that's probably one of the last things that we will do. So everything will look up to date when it's actually done. Okay, so that's our overview for now. And now let's go in and have a look at this again to see if we need to move stuff around. We have now done the schedule for these deliverables, the website deliverables, and next will be the content deliverables. So we just copy these ones from here, Control C, go back into here, click on Control V, create 4 separate cards, and now I can add these onto here. So 300 Q&A checked. That'll be done at the very beginning because we have these already. We just want someone to check them. So let's put that in this month. We can do that at the beginning. So let's do that here. Then we have marketing images gathered. Yeah, we're mostly using the same information from our existing website. So why not? Maybe we have to see if we want other ones. Let's put that into here because it's a soft requirement. Marketing text decided. Yeah, that would be easy for us to do. Then we have a video to show people how to use the exam simulator. We cannot really use that until these two are up and running. So it has to be done after that and maybe after the website is tested. So let me put that there. And that's probably one of the last things that we will do. So everything will look up to date when it's actually done. Okay, so that's our overview for now. And now let's go in and have a look at this again to see if we need to move stuff around. Let me zoom in here for a second. I can do that. Control plus. Yes, okay. That'll make it easier. So that's okay like that. Let me move the modules all into the second month, but we have the basic configuration of the WordPress theme done in this one here. So we'll do this one installed here and this one installed as well. So those are all the basic modules and that's all beforehand. Okay, that looks good. Hosting contract, let's give some time to do that. And that's our marketing text. Let's change the name there so we can be consistent in our naming conventions. So images, let me grab that as well here. And I'll go back in and change the name here. Marketing images gathered. Great. I've also changed the name website fully tested, but I didn't change it over here today. So I'll do that now. FULLY tested. Okay. Great. So we have some consistency between the two. Now we can see is there something that has to be done. Why not move this module over here that we can do it. Website fully tested. Google Analytics. That could be done beforehand. There's no reason why we have to wait until the end. So let's get that done down here. And then that's fine. So that's our overview of how the project is actually going to work. So WordPress theme selected, WordPress theme configured. Those will be the first things that we actually do in the project in the first month, in the second month, and in the third month. And that's how we can do a basic schedule.